What's up, everyone? Welcome to Intoxicated Opinions.
It's that pomegranate straight.
It's
Ciroc.
that Matchmaker beer out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Because I don't waste alcohol. As you take a big gulp.
It's Intoxicated Opinion.
Today, for the first time ever, we're going to talk about these dumbass people roaming this earth. Crowding our malls, being idiots in public. They're called teenagers.
Oh, you was going down a rabbit hole. I didn't know what you was about to say. Oh, man.
So, why are teenagers so dumb?
Wow, why you say that?
Why are teenagers so dumb?
Oh.
I'm just trying to get some more perspectives on why.
It depends. Some of them might come from dumb parents.
From 13 to... I can't even say. From 13 to at least 20.
What you feel makes them dumb?
Man, how much time we got on this before the memory card is full?
You must be going through it, huh?
I got a teenager.
I know.
Two.
I know.
And they both do dumb shit.
Yeah, they do sometimes.
All the time. You know what? I think there's a portion of the brain that hasn't developed yet. And the portion of that brain
that's science, ain't it?
is the decision making.
We're using science because a lot of people don't use science. So,
yeah.
Okay.
So teenagers are dumb because their decision making part of their brain hasn't fully developed. If we're going to go scientifically. If you're just going, hey, casually, they're idiots because they don't listen. They do their own thing. They do the same thing over and over again, thinking something different is going to happen.
I think that's most teenagers, though.
Is it?
I think I did some stupid stuff when I was a teenager.
I was the worst. You remember?
Yeah, he was horrible. Yeah, trust me, I know.
I probably spent more of my teenage years locked up than I did not locked up.
Yeah.
Expelled. But why is my teenager dumb?
Oh, dumb and bad are two different things. You're right.
Is it?
Dumb and behavioral.
Okay, yeah.
Two different things. So, okay.
Why can't these kids just listen? Because, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is all good. They do what they're told. They don't talk back. And they're happy to do it. They're still looking at you for guidance.
They're coming more into their circle of friends. So I think that deals a lot in it. Who they hang around, their friends who influence them on a daily basis. They see them carrying on certain behaviors. They tend to adapt those behaviors. So I guess being mindful who your kids hang out with.
So I need to whoop some other teenagers' asses.
I mean, maybe you need
or their parents.
Maybe you need to talk to their parents. Yeah. Do you know the other parents?
Nah.
I think that might be a problem.
How is it? But it's hard to know other parents when most of the people, especially if they're gamers, they meet is online.
Online.
30, 40-year-old men.
So
playing with these little
kids.
You
said he don't have no real actual friends. So
he may be friendless.
My son had actual friends who
in real life.
Yeah, they stay the night.
IRL, I think they say.
Yeah, my sons they stay the night over their friends and they interact with them. They play.
You
ball
know their
with
parents.
Them. Yeah. Well, my wife knows them better than I do, but I know of them. I've done met them, so
that makes it easier.
Yeah, it does. You get to see what type of household they come from, and their parents are loving, good parents. So the kids aren't bad. They're just kids. Like they're loud. They get loud and they want girls and they talk about girls. I be catching them cussing sometimes. I be wanting to be like, be that stricter parent. But I just be like, keep it down, because I know when my parents aren't around, I was cussing like a sailor. So
I remember.
Yeah, I know.
That shit got fucked up.
Cussed them out and everything behind their back.
What?
You was doing it in front. So it was a difference. So my girl, I'll turn her back. I might flip her off or, cuss her out behind her back. I wasn't doing that to her face. That's the difference between, you gotta
make a decision, a choice, and stand on it.
Hell
go forward with it.
I know my choice had consequences. And I had uncles, so they're not letting me disrespect their mama.
I have 2 teenagers, and since they turned teenagers, they both done stupid shit.
That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But do you talk to them about it? Do you guide them? Do you let them know why their decision was dumb?
I say, you an idiot. Why would you do that?
I don't think you're supposed to tell your kids that. I mean, you can, but are you teaching them as you tell them, like, that was dumb? Fucking freaking stupid.
Maybe I expect too much. Maybe I'm too hard.
Maybe.
I'm like, you dumb motherfucker.
Nah, I think I'm not. Nah, I think I'm harder on mine than you.
You think so?
But I don't have to be. Like, they know what's expected. They do, what they're expecting most of the time. I think you have a lot more barriers because, your sons.
Because we all white. That's what you're about to say.
A little bit.
White's different than black.
It is.
Okay.
It is. We could do a lot.
I knew
more.
It's coming. I was just waiting.
I mean, we could do a lot more. Like,
just open the door for you.
Like, my sons can use the N-word, and your son can't around certain circles. Where, he might be allowed to around his little inner circle, but it's going to be consequences outside that little inner circle. Where my sons can use it freely. He don't have those backlashes.
Is that considered a cuss word?
It's considered a word that certain people shouldn't be using.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
What about just cussing? Fuck, bitch, fat, pussy?
Nah.
You shut it down?
Not around me or around adults in general.
Okay.
Be mindful, be respectful of adults.
But if you eavesdropping on their door, listening to what they say.
Yeah, if they in their room, they don't know nobody here, I'd have heard all types of words.
But you ain't in there like, what the hell did you say?
Yeah. Because I know, like, I'm not the word monitor. Like, I'm not about to be like, oh, you shouldn't be, because I know they're going to say it. They're kids. They're going to be around their friends. They're going to say it. But there's a time and place. That's why I put emphasis on adults or being around adults and not cursing. Because you're not going to be able to go to work and curse. You're not going to be able to go around their superior and curse. You're not going to, unless you got a job where you rap or something like that, one of those.
Everyone's
one of those jobs, or you're in charge of other people and you allow that it's your job. But if you're at a regular job or you're in a company, you
can't do that.
You're not just going to be cussing willy nilly.
That's why I try to teach mine. Hey, you can do whatever you want to do, as long as you are sure to avoid any backlash. So, if you want to skip school, and I don't find out, and you still got A's, do what you do, my guy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stay up late, then you tired the next day, you're going to have to suffer those consequences.
So you live off of natural consequences.
Generally. But if I find out, then I'm going to punch him in the head or something. That's legal, right?
Yeah,
ain't that legal?
Your kids are just... Your kids on a totally different spectrum than mine are. So,
I tell them they got to be able to be like a chameleon, because in certain environments you can cuss and yell and rap and be, idiots. But in other environments, when there's people you don't know, first impressions are important.
And you're just talking about your sons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have no daughters or teenagers yet. Okay.
No, just the sons, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say to my daughter. You going to school in sweatpants and ain't no provocative shit around here. That's what I probably.
I feel you most of the way. Like, we're not doing the halter tops. We're not doing the shorts.
You ain't get makeup till you 20.
I mean, I'm not buying that. If you go out and get a job and you support that, you also going to pay a bill because you think you're grown.
So she got to pay a bill to wear makeup?
Pay a bill to wear makeup and wear provocative clothes because you think you're grown. So you're going to pay the light bill.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. You want to be grown? I'm going to teach you adult responsibilities.
Hey, man. At some point in a teenage boy's life, they're going to get this crazy idea. And they're going to say, you know what? I'm tired of this dude telling me what to do. I'm tired of this dude saying what I can or can't have, or where I can or can't go, or I'm not his slave. And then he's going to step up. He's going to be like, hold up.
Listen.
Hold up.
Working with the kids, with behavioral and mental health kids, I've just seen that to where the parents get beat up. It's not happening in this household. I'm sorry.
They get beat up?
The parents,
Yeah.
slap, punch,
They don't do
beat
nothing
up,
about
scared
it?
of their life. They bring them in, drop them off at the psych facility or behavioral facility, and they leave them there.
Do you ever meet these parents?
I mean, sometimes you meet them. Sometimes it's more like, okay, I see why they are how they are. Other times it's like, how do you let this happen? But unfortunately, that's not this household. In my household, it's consequences for thinking you're an adult.
So when one of your sons step up and say, fuck you, I ain't doing shit.
It don't even come to that.
It's gonna be a tipping point.
Listen,
their hormones are developing.
That's the worst case scenario. That's the worst case.
Maybe they just haul off and slap you. You don't know.
No, that's not gonna happen. But the worst case is like just cussing me out. But like I done had to, show my son like why I'm father and he's son.
You gotta put him into place.
Yeah. It's a dictatorship. This ain't a democracy.
They gotta know where they fall in the food chain.
It's a dictatorship.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't really have a stable, permanent father figure in my life, because I probably would have get fucked up every day.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
because I couldn't have had that.
Yes, you could have.
Nah.
You just didn't have it.
If I'm thinking, and someone
I had to think like, what was the consequences if I did this? Especially with my
you about
uncles.
to get beat up.
My uncles was much bigger, so I had to think like, what are my consequences for doing this?
It sounded like you were doing stuff out of fear, huh?
Fear is a great tool. Fear is an excellent tool. Because life is about fear. If you don't fear nothing, then you're just going to do whatever. I need to instill that fear that I run this household. Me and your mama are the heads.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you don't have to fear your peers, but you're gonna fear me and God. I'm sorry.
You sound like a bully.
You can call it what you want to call it. I call it parenting, effective parenting at that. But at the same time, they do respect me.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I just haul off and hit them for no reason, or haul off and think, punishment is the number one answer. I have a conversation. I have a talk.
So you talk first.
Yeah. Like we have conversations. If I haven't had a conversation with my boys about something, then I have that conversation. I'm not going to just, discipline you if we haven't had that conversation. So now that we had this conversation, I'm going to sit you down after if you did the same thing and say, do you know why this is happening? Do you know why you're getting this discipline? And then, my son is going to be like, yeah, because I did such and such.
Sometimes something may occur. You just have to jump off the talking and just go straight to punch him right in the head. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I haven't had that talk. In their mind, they might have thought
you covered every single thing. Hey, if you cuss at me, I'm going to punch you.
So then I have to have that talk. So if I haven't had that talk with them, how can I punish them for something that I haven't? It's like I'm putting expectation on them that they might not know about.
Yeah, maybe that's where I'm different. I just expect, you 13, you smart, you can figure this out.
You're expecting the kid to behave like a grown, respectful adult. And I'm not expecting a child to do that.
I think teenagers are dumb.
They can be. I have no problem saying that. They can be because they think they know it all. They think, but I've been there. I've walked your shoes. This behavior that you're showing, I've just seen that behavior.
You know what's funny? My adults in my life used to say the same thing. I've already been a teenager. You can't do.
Yeah, but
I was like, shut the fuck up.
Did they discipline you?
I mean,
did they talk with you? See, so it's a difference between a dictatorship without conversation. So a dictatorship without conversation was like my grandma couldn't be wrong. What she said goes, and some of the stuff she said was like, that don't make no sense.
Conflicting?
Like, yeah, it was conflict. Like it conflicted. Like, why do you say this if this is such and such?
Depending on her mood.
No, just depending on how she was brought up or how she was raised, and her not having a education. Like I said, my grandmother was picking cotton even when she was a kid, so she had an 8th grade education. So she wasn't high school, college educated about emotions and stuff like that. To where I've been in the field, I've been in college, and I've been in high school, so I know the behaviors, emotions, and to talk to your kids also. But at the same time, this is also going to be my household. This is how stuff is ran. We can have a conversation. You can talk to me about anything you need to talk to me about. But at the end of the day, this is how things are going to go.
Maybe that's my problem. I just expect this dude to not be an idiot.
You have to have conversations.
Both dudes. Don't be an idiot.
You have to be active in your kid's life.
I'm going to be actually whooping ass.
No, you have to just be active. What do you like to do? Okay. See who they friends are. All right. Good friends. Cool friends. I can trust you around these friends. Y'all gonna make some dumb decisions. Dumb decision, point A. My kids decided to drive the car when we wasn't here. Dumb decision. Now, in that decision, I gave my sons ample opportunity to be honest. While one of my sons was honest, the other wasn't.
You split them apart?
No.
Oh, they were there together.
Yeah. So at this point, there's consequences for you not being honest. I could have looked at it like this is just a dumb mistake. Y'all made a dumb decision, and y'all went through with the dumb decision, but y'all owned up to y'all dumb decision. And we moving past this. It won't happen again. But one of them decided to keep going about, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. And the other one like, shit, I did. We did. He did. And so, you know, the one that just kept denying it, like, I know you did. So you gonna get this.
Hold up, I gotta dive deeper. How did you find out? Is the question.
Two things. The car was on empty when we left for out of town. So when we came back, the car had gas in it. Second was they had hit the where the tools, the workout bench, the workbench for, you know, saw and everything, the tool bench. And so it had pushed things and knocked the paint off the wall. So those was two obvious things. So we knew the car had been drove. We had known over the weekend that they had been riding around with their friends. And so when we came back.
How old are they?
At that time, they was 14.
Bro, I don't think, bro.
I mean, so.
I'm going to jail.
Listen,
with the kids.
So we had the conversation. This is stuff that you don't do. These is the reason why you don't do it. Things could have happened. This could have transpired. People could have got hurt. Because we already had the discussion because they was riding around with their friends, and we found out through another friend that they was video recording and all that, and they was riding and they was taking the car or whatever, and so we disciplined them through that way. So, you know, when it came time for us to sit down, who's gonna be honest? One of them wasn't honest.
So one of them got punished for
immediately. Lying. Yes.
Okay.
What do you want? The belt or the fist? It's that simple.
What they choose?
The belt. At the end of the day, you're going to choose one or the other. Because there's going to be consequences for your action. Not all consequences are natural. Some consequences are...
So they was 14 at this time?
Early 14.
So when they turn about 16 and a half, 17, they'll be like...
By then, hopefully they have they license, their IDs, they're responsible drivers. We're teaching them to drive now, so...
Or where my mind goes, when I was a teenager, they're going to stand up and be like, I ain't taking shit, bitch. They might jack you in your jaw.
There's two things that's going to happen. You're going to go to a psychiatric or a behavioral hospital because because they're going to label me an abusive parent, or you're going to go stay with your other parent. You're going to go stay with your grandparent, or you're going to be out on the streets alone. One of the two, but you're not going to be out of this house thinking you're going to threaten or attack either one of us.
All right.
It's not going to happen.
I'm just putting that out there, man. Anything can
happen. You can put it out there.
It's 2022.
This is my house.
Bro, you just said parents got their ass whooped.
That's them. That's not happening here. I'm sorry. As many kids, from 100 to 300 pound kids that I done put in safety holes and had to restrain, not one of them got the best of me yet.
Never.
It's not going to happen with my own kids. Maybe when they 30 and I'm 60, we can reiterate this. But right now,
they'll get the best of you then, huh?
Maybe.
Time waits for no one.
But you know,
that's what I told my mother. She used to be a badass. Hey, remember?
That's what guns are for sometimes.
I tell her now, you too old to be messing with me.
Yeah, because it's natural. It's consequences. It just is. Man.
Hey, let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about. Like, share, subscribe. If you think that teenagers are dumb, just put it down below. If yes, that's okay.
Do you talk to your kids? Do you have these conversations? Do you lead by example? While I drink, I have a whole bar downstairs. My kids know you're not to be drinking.
Bro, you know they're going to come down here eventually and start taking
I told them, at 18, going to 21, when they go into college, we're going to sit down. We're going to discuss this situation like young people. like adults. Because I know the reality when they go to college. Unfortunately, there's underage drinking. I'm gonna tell them not to.
Right.
But I don't want their first experience to be how mine was, where it was no guidance, where I was just drinking to get drunk.
And you got drunk.
I was fucked up. But it's just different.
Funny. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, so I think those are the relationships that we need with our kids. Those are the bonds to keep our kids from not pursuing the wrong direction.
Now, this is all surrounded by boys. Girls is a little bit different approach.
We'll revisit this in about 6 years.
I got you, man. Hey, we appreciate you watching. We out.
Peace.
Peace.